Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Seattle Kingdom as we get ready for one of the premier super modified mud racing championships. And the very first pair of drivers is up, and in the near lane is one of 3 different female campaigners here at the Kingdom. The very first lady up will be Sharon Jobin in the Deja Vu machine that won this event 1 year ago. A carbureted, nitrous oxide injected Chevrolet power plant. She'll be up against Jim Moore in the far lane with his Chevrolet-powered Jeep CJ, the fiberglass-bodied machine waiting patiently as the ground crew connects the kill switches on both machines that will shut the engines down right at the finish line. Starting line officials now motioning each machine up to stage. Moore waits patiently as Sharon Jobin lines up in the near lane. The first 2 machines through this 80-foot pit, but remember, they also must stop within 80 feet past the finish line. Staged up and ready. Awaiting the countdown, the green light ready to flash. And Moore rolls over the line and starts the clocks in his lane. And it may have looked close, but Moore's elapsed time, 5.049 seconds, won't help him a bit. He actually rolls to within a few feet of disqualification, too. Sharon Jobin at 2.66 seconds in the near lane will take the lead in qualifying for this 4-car shootout field. On the replay, watching the far lane as Moore rolls off the starting line. The clock starts ticking before he ever starts moving. The lady keeps it straight and true, though. The Deja Vu machine at 2.66 seconds takes the #1 qualifying spot. It will be Jobin's brand new Bogfather nitrous machine in the near lane. On the far side of this 2-lane course, the most dreaded supercharged mud racer in the Northwestern Territories. The incredible Captain America blown Chevy-powered Jeep of Mike Wilkie's. Side by side on his maiden voyage, this is what Ken Jobin wanted. Let's see if he can pull the upset in front of the Seattle fans. No way! On the brakes hard, Wilkie stops the Captain America in time. And the elapsed time for the red, white, and blue fiberglass funny car, a new track record. 2.09 seconds for the #1 qualifying spot. Jobin not far behind at all at 2.44 seconds. Jobin purges the nitrous system as he shuts down the engine. Watch the replay as the Captain America machine gets immediately up on the mud and thunders through at 2.09 for the #1 spot. The Midnight Madness entry in the far lane lines up against Bozell's brand new all-fiberglass Jeep CJ funny car called Risky Business. The difference here is the fact that the lady in the far lane utilizes a supercharged engine. Bozell relies on nitrous oxide injection to feed his Chevrolet power plant. Takes a run of 2.56 seconds to qualify. RPM's up. And the lady is staged. Bozell leaves the line first. He gets sideways down at the finish line. But it looks like Bozell may have started the clocks before he actually began moving. You can see the nose of this beautiful turquoise machine roll over the starting line, and the elapsed time reflects it. 3:16 for Bozell's Risky Business, but it's the lady who unloads a beauty. 2.42 seconds for Deb Linville. The lady will qualify #2 in the field right now, behind Mike Wilkie's in the Captain America Jeep. As Holliday rolls to the beams, it'll be one man against the clocks. He must go quicker than 2.47 seconds to gain a spot in the Camel 4-car shootout. The ground crew connects the kill switch, and now Holliday knows he's on his own. A tremendous ride on the brakes. He'll stop it in time. Was it quicker than the 2:47 he needed to qualify? 2.09 seconds. That will give him the #2 spot, literally tying the quickest run in the history of the Seattle Kingdom. An exceptional run will put Holliday in the 4-car Camel shootout. Under pressure, he delivers the goods. The crowd loves it, and the final qualified field includes Mike Wilkie's Captain America and Holliday's Problem Child at 2:09, followed by the lady, Deb Linville, and Ken Jobin, defending champ of the brand new machine, #4. As we go to the semifinal round of USHRA Association Monster Truck Competition, the Buffalo Tremor of John Kwasniewski appears to have created the biggest stir in the first round, knocking off the #1 qualifier. But then the Black Stallion came from the #7 spot to take care of Mike Beeler in the wrecker, who is #3. So this first pairing in the semifinal round will give us the battle of the upset-minded drivers. The winner, of course, goes to the final round, and indeed, with either one of these drivers, it would be their first final round appearance of the 1991 USHRA Association season. Kwasniewski, the last one to stage. Now ready for the green. Massive hole shot for the Buffalo Tremor. Kwasniewski definitely had his wits about him as the starter gave him a long light, as they say, making him wait on the starting line for the green. But when it came on, Kwasniewski was right there. Vaughters wastes a perfect run, really. No problems whatsoever, with the sole exception of the fact that it was a truck length behind. So a surprise in that Kwasniewski and the Buffalo Tremor goes to the final round, and he will take on the winner of this match. It'll be Mike Wine, the #2 qualifier in the near lane with the Outlaw Ford. He'll be up against the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet, or what is left of it, with Gary Porter behind the wheel. Wine inches up the stage. Keep in mind that he remembers the first round where he put out John Pyatt and Bigfoot. Now, can he handle the Carolina Crusher? They leave the line together, but it's the Outlaw coming through hard on the brakes. You can see the steam from the overflow pipes as Wine may have hurt the engine right there, but he was a solid quarter truck in front of the Crusher at the finish line. Gary Porter changed his strategy, going from big air to keeping it low to the ground, and it failed. Wine, even with the engine damage, salutes the hometown fans, and they're loving every minute of it as the hometown boy goes to the final round to take on the Buffalo Tremor in a Ford versus Chevrolet finale. Wine obviously will have some checking to do in the pits to see if the engine damage is serious. Talking to his crew as he heads back into the pit area, he knows they have some thrashing to do. But like I said, the final round will pit Ford versus Chevrolet. The hometown boy against New York's Buffalo Tremor. This will be a wild one. Along with more monster truck competition, we've still got the Super Modified Mud Racing Shootout. Stay